Hello, stampers and crafters. This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. And today is Throw the Dice Thursday. I absolutely like this part of my every 2 weeks of showing the dice because it really helps me think outside the box. Or sometimes I just need to throw one dice and try to figure out what I should do with the card. In this, I did not use any subtles. I did embossing. I did do the adding. I did do the bling. Well, it's light bling. And I did friendship. So there are times that my mind just doesn't always think in the colors that I'm being asked. But I did have fun doing this. So, we're going to get started with our first one. So this is the first card that we are going to create. And it was from the sketch that I did yesterday for the Hump Day sketches. And I just really, really liked it. I liked the fact that it was in happy colors because it is nothing but gray here and raining like it's monsooning in Seattle. But it is, I just decided that I wanted something light and special. And so I just had best of luck, dearest friend. So I carried the saying on into the center of the card. So I hope you like this card. Again, it's just fun. It's all our new, I think they're the new in colors. So let's get ourselves started. We have designer series paper, and it is the Unbound Beauties 12 by 12. And it comes in all the new in colors. Love this because all of them have something different on the back. They have a kind of a real abstract, I don't know if this is abstract or something that is done with light colors than the dark colors with some white space in it. I love this. And this has these beautiful Petunia Pop on the other side. So again, it's all about the colors in here, and I just really enjoy these. Let me show you a little bit more. These are always so beautiful. You have the peach pie. You have either the Summer Splash or the Shamrock. Few more so we can at least see that. Then you have some that are all mixed together. This is beautiful. Love it. Love this with the greens in it. So it's just really fun to try to put together stuff with it. It's one of the first suites that I bought when the new catalog came out. Now, I also used, because it's about embossing, so I have embossed the designer series paper except for the front. So my designer series paper I did embossing with are the eyelets, and they're on the bottom. And then I use the fall leaves, the leaf fall 3D, and I used it on I think this is the this is Shamrock, and so I used the designer series paper on this. This is not embossed, but I did use Dearest Friend from Thoughtful Wishes, and then of course I had to bring out the Unbounded Love dies and use the Best of Luck. And what I did with these is that I used two different dies. The one that is the scallop, and then the one that is the dots around with a reverse scallop. So you have one scallop on the outside, one scallop on the inside. And this has a middle that comes out, and I also used on the back of these, I don't know if you can kind of see there, and I'll show you on the other one, I used some adhesive sheets on it. So I put it on the back of the peach pie, and then I ran it through the Big Shot or the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and then when it popped out, I just peeled the back, and there we go. We had it right there, and then I just fit it inside. I had already, no, I didn't, I stamped afterwards. This is the peach pie bordered ribbon, so it's what I used on the very bottom. All right, so let's get this started. I also used, to kind of add a little bit of bling, these are the 24, 26 in color shimmered gems, and so I used those. All right, so here we go. This is the inside, the inserts of the cards. Just going to give it a good crease. Open it up. The first thing that I'm going to put in is just our insert. I'm bringing in the silicone pad because it just pulls my tape easy. And remember, this tape, you don't have to take it and strong hold it. It's just a nice easy pull that happens with a little flick at the end, so then you don't get what I classify as snot on the end of your card, and then you have to peel it off, and then you have to tuck it under. So if you give it a little bit of a flick at the very end, you don't have to worry about that. All right, so this is the front of our card then. So we're going to bring everything in. First thing is, this is the eyelets, and I'm bringing in my Tombow or my green glue. Going around the outsides, you want to just put light on and then give it a rub in the middle. And I don't rub very hard. It sounds like I am, but that also has something to do with the embossing powder. And then I want to put this in so it's about the same all the way around. All right, the same size all the way around. And this gives me just the opportunity to move it. And here I am just going to give it a nice little rub. And then I can check. Now if you get glue on the outside, then you can bring in your embossing buddy, tap it around the outside. That will take some of the stick out. If you also have a little adhesive eraser, then you can go around the outsides and take that off. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is that this has the falling leaves on it. So we will need to add our green glue to it. Whoops. And then just put a light line down through it. And I am doing that so a little bit of this side, which doesn't have some of the embossing on it, I want to put it towards the outside. And again, all my dimensions are on my website at www.ktstamps.com. And this is the Shy Shamrock. So from here, I'm just bringing in my adhesive and looking for the side that has some space in it. And I'm just going to move it so it's let's go ahead and put it right in the middle. Let's do that. But I'm going to move it just a little bit closer to the right side. There we go. And then we are taking our flowers, and I'm just looking at where the flowers are. So I'm going to do the ribbon more down closer to the bottom than up at the top. But I'm trying to figure out, I may put the saying in this area because see where all the flowers are? So I want the flowers to show. I just think the flowers are absolutely beautiful. And this is the Summer Splash cardstock. And remember, there's a great sale going on right now. It's up tomorrow. So make sure that you go in, check out all the paper, all the stamp sets, any type of markers. I think it's about 25 or 20% off. So please make sure that you check that out so you can get some of your favorite stamps, or if you have stamps that kind of look like they are old style, which I should be doing, you want to get some of those. And after I'm done here, I'm going to check that out. So I'm putting this low towards the bottom. And then all I'm going to do is take my tape and run it over it. Okay? And that's just going to add a little bit of it holds the ribbon in place. Again, putting this towards the side, and even more so than ever, I want to do that. Now this lifts just a little bit, so with it lifting, we are going to bring in the glue dots, and I'm going to bring in take my tool, and I'm just going to peel this off the back, and then I'm going to put it right in the middle of the ribbon, and then it will stay. Now it looks ugly there, but we're going to cover it up with a bow. How I make my bows is that I just make a little loop. Then I take my loop and go around my thumb, and then I push my middle finger or my ring finger through, and I want to see if it's gonna work, and then I'm going to pull that back. Nope. I like my loops to be as straight as possible, so then they come out very nice and elegant. And then you have to fussy with them to make sure that they get down to the right size and that you're able to pull them into place. Now that one's just a little bit too big, so I want to bring it in just a little bit more. I hope you can see this. There we go. And then all I'm going to do is use my scissors and cut those to the outside. Always making sure that I have these going down at an angle. All right, then I'm just going to take my glue dots. If I have a bigger ribbon here, I'll usually add 2 glue dots, but because I just have one little one, all I'm going to do is add it down below. So there we go, and that looks really nice. I love all the way these work out. They go together so well. They are absolutely beautiful. So then, we got to bring this in. So I'm going to bring in, instead of my dimensionals, I'm just going to bring in a couple of pieces of the foam adhesive sheets. Love them. They are absolutely my favorite. If I could use them all the time, I would. Peeling it off takes a little bit of time. All right, We're going to put this on the back. Now, before I lay it down, I want to do something so I get the most amount of flowers. So I'm thinking about going right up there. So I'm going to cover some green, which I'm not very happy about. But that leaves me this. I have a lot of that. Maybe I'll come down this way. There we go. I don't see any comments on helping me out right now. I do need your help today. All right, there we go. So we're going to put that right in the middle, and that will go ahead and allow the greens to show. And then we're just going to put these away. We're going to add our last little bits, and they are the different colors of the end colors. So I am going to take one of the bigger. This one is the Petunia Pop. I'm going to take one of the Summer Splash and put it up here, up high. And then I'm going to take one of the Shamrock and just stick it inside the flower. So we have one here, one up here, one down here. And we have a crazy flat triangle, but the three, your eyes travel a little bit better whenever you're working in odd numbers. Okay, so, oh my God, guys, that's the first one. There you go. This is the one we just made. This is the one that I made before. I like those. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I just love the light colors. Anybody would like to have something like that. Now, this is my next card. And this card I cased from Stampin' with Tracy. And it's Tracey. I love this card. Now, mind you, I do not like wild wheat, and I'm sorry if I am hurting a lot of your opinions, because it was one of the most sought after colors ever, and I'm just like, oh my God, just does not work for me. So I decided that I wanted to do this card because of the wild wheat, and so I did it. Still not a fan, but I like the way that these colors go together. This is the Splendid Autumn 6x6 Designer Series paper. I know you'll never believe, but these are the two. They're just absolutely, I mean, it looks so much darker. If I would have put this up here in place, I mean, look at how different that would look. But because I used all the colors at the bottom of this, it turned out this way. So it looks like a totally different card. The strip on the back is nothing but this strip. It's just the back side. So that's what I used. I think it is just a great card. All right, for the Artful Amaryllis, I ended up using Hello. And then from the Unbound Love, I used Friends. So when you see the Hello Friends, let me get this out. Let me see if I turn it over. It's Hello Friends. So I took the two different stamps. I put them right on top of each other. I inked them up in wild wheat, and then I stamped them on the chevron. The chevron came from the Nested Essentials dies. So, and it is the second one to the smallest, or the third one from the end. And I really like those. I think they're beautiful. And the back is embossed, and it's embossed with the Dashing Design 3D embossing folder. And then I just used the wild wheat from these beautiful faux glass dots. So that's how I made the card. Inside, I just put some of the designer series paper at the bottom. So that's it. And Stampin' with Tracy, love this card. And thank you for allowing me to do this and borrow this and use this and just create it a little bit differently than what you had. And I just really felt that it was something that I needed to do because I don't like this color. So let's get it organized and let's get to it. So the first thing we're going to do is that we put the designer series paper on the bottom. I'm going to bring in my basic white as the insert. Even this looks pretty at the bottom. I just think that for not being a wild wheat fan, I really like this. Then I'm going to bring in my green glue again. Go around the edges, a little bit thicker, but not on the edge. And then just kind of rub gently on the inside. Now let me show you what my inside looks like when I mean rub it gently. Can you see? Kind of the yellow is the glue. And if you want to hold out for just a minute before you add this down to the paper, that's great too. You just have to wait until it's a little bit sticky and then it just stays. From here, I need to bring it up just a little, and then I rub it from the back. There we go. And I don't see any little splats of glue anyplace. So, see, look at this. This is the bottom part of the card. That's what I have on. I mean, it's just so incredibly, I mean, this paper is absolutely beautiful. It's just one of my favorite papers. I'm going to put this, what I think is like right in the middle. Then I'm going to bring, and I like to work from smallest to the largest. So I'm going to bring in my focal point. Put it on my wild wheat. Bring in my, I'm just going to go with foam adhesive. I did 5 of the foam adhesive on these, or 5 dimensionals on this. So I didn't use the adhesive. I didn't use the, I mean the dimensionals on it. So there we go. I'm going to use it in I'm going to use all of the backs, most of them that are probably about the size of the dimensionals. Some of them are just a little bit bigger. And then I am just going to take the backs off. And I am sorry, I think I have somebody making a comment and I don't understand the comment. It's really hard for me to see comments. So if I need to, I will answer your question right after the video has been shot. All right, from here, I am bringing this focal point to the left side of the card. Then I'm going to take a look at the Hello Friends, and I don't know if you can see how flat this would be. The top part is up because of the dimensions. So what I want to do is just put, you can see I made a boo-boo, I just want to put a piece of the foam adhesive on the outside of the chevron. So that's all I'm going to do to keep it down. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to take a little bit of glue, just rub it on the inside, and then I am just going to put this down. And I wanted to put it down so there's equal space from the top to the bottom, not equal space out here. It just will show that it is a chevron. Okay, but I didn't do anything on the side, so absolutely nothing as far as that goes. And then I just finished with the faux glass gems. I love these. They come with pumpkin pie, wild wheat, old olive, and I think this is cherry cobbler. So I just did all mine with the wild wheat. I'm going to take a big one. And put that down at the bottom of my friend. Hello, friends. Take a little small one. Hit that one up in the top corner. And then I really liked having this come down in the bottom, because when you look at it, it kind of feels that it is crooked, which it is. Let me see if I can. Nope, I'm not going to be able to turn it, which it's crooked, and it is. And the other part of it just looks like there's a little more space in here than over is at this side. So this will just have you look at the card a little bit different, according to me. All right. And that ends up being our second card today for Throw the Dice. Again, a big whoop whoop to Stampin' with Tracy. Thank you. I never thought I'd do a card, and I do as little wild wheat cards as possible. So this really allowed me to do something that I didn't really want to do. So thank you. So these are my cards. I really like them a lot, and I really appreciate you guys being on, online with me. It makes me feel great. I wish I had a better way of seeing what your comments are, but I really thank you for that. And I really want to invite you to take a look at these different blocks, crafting blocks, and make your own design from it. What do you get when you see subtles, foils, DSP, bling, friendship, embossing? What comes to your mind? And share them with me in the live Facebook or on the Facebook page. If you are doing YouTube and you watch this later on, thank you for doing so. I really appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up, subscription. So now what we're going to do is that we're just going to throw the dice for next time. So what do we have? This will happen in 2 weeks. So we want a masculine card, embossing, neutrals, and DSP and foil. So we're getting into the holidays, and I'm going to try to do my best to bring that out for everyone. So that's going to be our next one. But I just wanted to give you guys just a great big thanks. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Again, my name is Kevon. I'm from ktstamps.com, and I absolutely love creating cards for you. Please check out my blog. Anything that you see, because we have a big old sale going on right now, please go to my store. You can order online, and I would love to have your business. If you do have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please, please, please go to your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and order what you need. All right? So thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.